Hey y'all, it's Vicki and welcome to another video. Today is Wednesday, December 31st, 2025, and it is New Year's Eve. So I hope you all are doing well and that none of you are experiencing this outbreak of some type of flu. I don't know. I don't think that's what Dave had, but he's over it now. I don't think I really have anything other than it's just the change of weather. And I need to get out my, whatever that thing is called, that puts moisture in the air. I'll think of it in a minute. Yes, I have brain fog this morning because I haven't been eating right. Okay, what I want to talk about first before I do some beauty, and this is kind of probably what I'm going to be doing a lot from now on, is talking about Tim or others and then doing some beauty. Now I'm also going to be doing, that my plan is to be doing more shorts, more TikToks, Instagram reels on beauty products, keeping it short and sweet. And there'll be some longer videos thrown in, but that's kind of that rhythm I want to go in, and we'll see what happens in 2026. All right, on Tim. One of the things I wanted to do is look back at his video he made New Year's Eve on 2024. So I found it. It didn't take me long. I had to just keep scrolling because he's put so many videos up. Of course, I know I put a lot up too, but I'm sure he has me beat. And it's not a competition, so just throwing that in there. I could care less how many he puts up. But I know that many days he put up 10, and I try to stick with one. Occasionally 2, but most of the time 1. And I don't put that many up on the weekends. All right, that's neither here nor there. So in this video, driving to Sarasota's Ringling Bridge to crush it, let's get some steps in. So he continues to talk about getting steps from last year to this year. We all, I think, I would say 90% of the people in the United States, they have a goal of getting in better shape or eating to feel better. I won't say all of them want to lose weight, but I would say a lot of them want to lose weight. Sure, I'm one of those. If I do it, fine. If I don't, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. As I've said before, I am an addict when it comes to food. And there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. And it's not a cop-out. It's just the way it is. If I get that sugar in my mouth, you can bet that if I keep doing it every day, I'm going to have a binge. And that's exactly what I've had the past 2 weeks, is a binge. It's no excuse. I'm weak and I need to stop it. All right, now moving on. I did weigh this morning. I'm not telling you what I weigh. I'm not going down that route because it will end up biting you in the butt in the end. I'm also not going to tell you a goal I want to reach because I really don't have one. It's just I want to be lighter than I was last year at this time. Now, I'll have to go back and see if that's the case this year. I think it is, but if it is, it's not by much, maybe 3 pounds. So I guess that's better than being up 3 pounds. Anyway, I'll look back and I'll try to put it in the comments. All right. In this video, Tim shares his New Year's Eve morning routine and reflections. He starts by getting a senior coffee at McDonald's and noting the price difference of a privately owned store. So once again, he still talks about the price between stores, and some places have senior coffee and some places don't. The only thing that may have changed just a little bit this year is he says he's drinking Starbucks. I still don't know if he's actually drinking that Starbucks. I don't watch every minute of his videos, y'all. I listen more than I watch. So if you see him using that coffee, let me know in the comments, and I'll quit harping on it. All right. Of course, he drives and gives us a tour of Sarasota. He hasn't been doing many driving videos lately. I mean, he's done them occasionally, but nothing like he did at the beginning of last year. So that's changed. Now, is that changed because he's not making the money that he once was, so he don't want to waste gas? Or what is it? Is it because he has the bike? Of course, last year at this time, he had the Honda. So, because if you look back and you start seeing, as the weeks go on, he starts talking about that the Honda's for sale. So that, I guess this is when he first started saying the Honda was for sale. All right, so let's look at yesterday's video. And I know it's not the same day. He's not put up the video for today yet. He did put one up last night on the Flagstaff being, the greatest camper in the world. He starts talking about the difference in what he sees a RV in and a trailer. It don't matter. He's hung up on a name. And I don't get it. All right. So on the video yesterday, and this is from the notes, I did listen, like I say, but I didn't watch, and probably a lot of it went in one ear and out the other because he just keeps going and going and going. He talks about the health and diet. He weighs. I'm not going to say what he weighs. If you want to know what he weighs, you can look at it. And, I don't know if he's doing something to the scales. There's a number of things you can do. Some scales, some of those digital scales will not let you go past 0. Some will. The ones I have, they're the Weight Watchers brand. You cannot go below 0. But if you do put it on a rug or a thick surface, you will weigh less. Now, I didn't see him doing that, but if he put it on a rug, it could be that's throwing him off a few pounds. All right. Now, it needs to be on a hard surface. Let's just put it that way. And I got to get a Kleenex, y'all. He plans to return to the carnivore diet and increase his exercise, aiming to lose weight. Well, he should. The goal should be that you want to get healthier and not lose a certain amount. Now, I know people set goals for themselves, and I guess if that's the way you need to do it, that's the way you need to do it. My goal has always been that I would go down a size. I am down a size from what I was. Now, whether that's weight shifting around or whatever, I'm not the same size as I was last year. I am in a smaller size as far as pants. Now, tops, I stay about the same because once in a while I'll find one that's really too big that, there was some sweatshirts I had that I wore last year and the year before that now they're really not looking good on me as far as shoulders and, under they're just huge. And I'm like, was I really that big there? Or, your breasts change if you're a woman as you age. So that may be some of that going on. I don't know. Anyway, get off of me. He talks about you need to make your bed every day. So that's the first thing you need to do. I made my bed today. I always do. But if for some reason I don't, it just don't get done until I get back home. There are some days that I just don't want to get up. And on those days, I probably don't make the bed. I may halfway make it, but not like I should. Okay. He talks about his passion for the gold wing. But, as you know, Florida is having a cold spell. So he's freezing to death. That was one of the things in the video last night was he's freezing. And I know it's different down there when it's cold because when it's, let's say 50, the wind chill probably is a lot colder. Now, I saw where some parts of Florida would have a 27 wind chill. And I know for most Floridians, that's cold. So, anyway, he's cold. Poor baby. So, we look at his buy me a coffees. And I haven't been over there in a long time, but I went over there yesterday. And I think there's some people in there that's commented on my videos. So are they playing the fence? Have they decided that I'm the mean person? Or, I don't know. I just don't understand the giving Tim money. I mean, even if it is $5, but yet you're over here hating on him. Or, you know, talking like you're hating on him. Put it that way. And, you know, we've always suspected that Tim put some money in his own coffee fund. So, could be Tim playing this person. I don't know. Okay, Jay put up a video yesterday about when he had the truck out of gear, the Toyota out of gear 2 years ago, I think what it was. It was after, you know, Dwayne passed. And, you know, on camera, he supposedly had it out of gear, and then he had to run and catch it. Well, I always said that was staged. And I brought it up, you know, in Darwin's comments the other day, too, that I always felt it was staged. And I brought it up in Jay's comments yesterday that I always thought it was staged. So, I don't really have anything else to say about him other than he's a nincompoop. I'm not going to bring up the other junk other than I am right now. But as I said before, that video on Christmas Day, he's not going to take it down unless YouTube makes him take it down. So now we're going to talk about some beauty. And whatever else comes on my mind. Okay. This is the Clinique High Impact Mascara in Black Honey. Now, I mentioned this the other day that I had ordered it. It came yesterday. So I used it this morning. I don't know how well you can see it. I don't have any filters on. This is me. Of course, I've got the light on. So I don't know if you can tell a difference. Now, I like it. I think I was hoping for it to be a little brighter or show up brighter on my eyes. So that tells me it's probably just a little bit too dark than what I wanted, but it's still a good shade. Now, I did use a primer with it. I used the Tarte primer. So I probably should have not used a primer, but I did before I was thinking. Now, I didn't on my bottom lashes, so the bottom lashes are what they are. But I do like this mascara. I've always liked this mascara, even in black. It's a good everyday mascara. If you've got great lashes, this is just going to enhance them. If you have terrible lashes like me, it's not going to do that much other than lift them slightly. But it's still a good one. It doesn't transfer on me and doesn't irritate my eyes like some. You know, there's one mascara from, it's the Wow brand. Not the Wow hair brand, but another brand. That, I mean, it gives you great lashes, but it dries my eyes out so bad I can't wear it. I don't know what's in it. It has to be some kind of chemical that's doing that. But it's something that just dries my eyes out and they just irritate me to death. But I wish I could wear it. I do, because I think it's actually better than the Charlotte Tilbury that I like so good. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're going to move on. We're going to talk a little bit about Adam the Woo. I'm not here to try to get rich off him. I just thought I would bring it up that there is now an obituary up. And I'll include the link below. They're asking for donations to be made to, let me look at it real quick. It says here, a public memorial service will be planned at a later date. In lieu of flowers, please donate the funds to Samaritan's Purse, the charity Adam admired, which is the one I talk about that's in North Carolina, owned by Franklin Graham, the Graham family. Arrangements are under the care of Osceola Memory Garden Cemetery, and that's in Kissimmee, Florida, or Kissimmee, ever how you say it. I've heard it said both ways. And of course, they've not, announced when the memorial service will be. That's about all I got to say today. I've gone way too long. But anyway, that's what I talked about. All right, y'all have a great day. And Happy New Year. I hope that if you stay up tonight, you see what you want to see. I'm probably going to be in the bed asleep. I'm not going nowhere. You know, or I'll be awake. It'll be one or the other, but I'm not going anywhere. I just soon stay at home. So y'all have a great day. Happy New Year. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'll do, and we'll start talking about more of the purging. I do want to mention this if you're watching, and I will bring it up again in another video if you're still here. Y'all, just because I'm purging or I'm cleaning out does not mean I'm not going to be buying anything. I mean, I am a person who likes to buy things. I like to change around. So if you're wanting to watch me try to be a minimalist, you're wasting your time. I'm not going to be a minimalist. I'm not. Now, am I going to be buying like I once did? No. But I'm not going to put myself on this strict budget or this idea that I'm not going to be buying anything. Most of the stuff I'm going to get rid of is just stuff that we collected over the years. And there's just no reason to keep them anymore. You know, I'm leaving stuff for someone else to clean up. Now, some stuff I'll continue to leave for them to clean up. But if there's something that I can get a little bit of money out of now, then why not do it? If I'm not using it or if I don't want to keep it for sentimental reasons. But to say that I'm becoming a minimalist or that I'm, I probably used the wrong word, downsizing, the other day. You know, there might be some pieces of furniture I get rid of. But I mean, to say I won't be buying other stuff, no, I can't say that. I mean, I'll keep buying some clothes. I'll keep buying makeup and skincare. But some of it needs to go because it's expired. It's way expired. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But I'll talk about it again when I start my purging videos. It'll be a disclaimer. So, all right. Bye. Love you. Bye. Happy New Year.